At the Leveson inquiry, Rupert Murdoch's former News of the World, at one time Sunday Times and then The Sun on Sunday, disgraced journalist, the fake Sheikh Mazher Mahmood, stated clearly that he knew nothing about phone hacking. You can hear him state that here.
Were you aware that phone hacking was going on at any time during your work with the News of the World?
No, I was not. As I said in my statement, the first time I heard about it was following an arrest.
Was that the arrest of Clive Goodman?
Correct.
After Clive Goodman was arrested, did it become the talk of the office?
Of course.
And at that point, did you hear anything about whether anybody else, and again, no names please, whether anybody else had been involved?
No, but I mean, all the fingers are pointing towards the news desk.
Yet in the book Shadow Man by Glenn Mulcaire, the only person convicted twice of the same crime related to phone hacking, we see Glenn Mulcaire clearly stating that he was there to supply the bullets for the likes of Mahmood to pull the trigger. And in another paragraph, Glenn clearly states that I was digging the digits for all sorts of reporters, but the axis of Mazher Mahmood, Greg Miskew and me seemed to be filling the pages of Britain's biggest paper week after week. We were the dream team, that's for sure. Glenn Mulcaire is basically saying that he regularly was doing phone hacking, unlawful information gathering for stories that ultimately carried Mazher Mahmood's byline. And indeed he's made such statement in a sworn statement for the High Court for Prince Harry. He's made one for myself and for other victims of the fake Sheikh Mazher Mahmood. And the receipts that have come to light which indicate unlawful information gathering in the story done on me in 1998, it appears to have been done by the company that Glenn Mulcaire worked for, and Glenn Mulcaire has given me a statement which basically says that it was most likely him, pretty much definitely him, that would have been tasked with intercepting my voicemail messages and such like. In another book available now on Amazon as part of the Prince Harry's War series of books from Yellow Press, the late Greg Miskew has a book, Master of the Dark Arts, within which we see on one page, Greg Miskew clearly says that when forming a brand new investigations team, Mazher Mahmood was obviously one of the picks, as was his first pick, Mulcaire, Glenn Mulcaire. In another section of his book, I quote, he goes, three of the paper's biggest guns were brought into play. There was Rebecca Brooks, Commander-in-Chief of the show. There was Glenn Mulcaire, and there was the fake Sheikh Chief Investigative Reporter Mazher Mahmood, instructed to make it work, whatever the cost, pretty much as soon as the starting gun was fired. Between Glenn Mulcaire's book Shadow Man and Greg Miskew's book Master of the Dark Arts, it becomes clear that Greg Miskew tasked, engaged, employed, call it what you will, Glenn Mulcaire to do phone hacking and unlawful information gathering on behalf of various journalists, but in particular the fake Sheikh Mazher Mahmood. And indeed, Greg Miskew, before he passed away, kindly gave me a statement to support my ongoing appeal against my criminal convictions, as mentioned at circusofthemind.net, where he clearly states that Mahmood used unlawful information gathering techniques, including phone hacking, by way of using the services of Glenn Mulcaire that were arranged often on Mahmood's behalf by Greg Miskew. So all evidence pretty much points to Mazher Mahmood having committed perjury during the Leveson inquiry. Not just about stating that he didn't know anything about phone hacking, when in fact he did. And as I say, if you look on circusofthemind.net, my claim against news group newspapers for phone hacking and unlawful information gathering due in court in January 2025 alongside Prince Harry, Tom Watson, Gordon Brown, Talisa Contos-Tavares and other individuals clearly makes mention of the fact that it's come to light there are receipts for payments related to my name and the story the News of the World Mazher Mahmood ran in 1998, where it shows payments to the company that Glenn Mulcair did phone hacking and unlawful information gathering for. As I say, I've got statements from my ongoing criminal convictions appeal from the late Greg Miskew and from Glenn Mulcair, confirming these things as well, as have various other fake-shaped victims. So not only did Mahmood interfere with evidence and commit perjury, conspiracy to pervert the course of justice in the collapse case of Talisa Kontos-Davlos, but he also lied during the Leveson inquiry multiple times, because he lied about the number of convictions he secured, as Paddy French of Press Gang proved, and there's a link to that on my page of circusofthemind.net. My book detailing my past fast approaching 27 years of research and first-hand experience of being a fake-shaped victim and my attempt to expose Mahmood in 1998. You can see some of the details at circusofthemind.net, but my book, Imposter, Rupert Murdoch's fake-shaped Mazher Mahmood exposed by Britain's biggest ever television and media prankster, mind magician Alex Smith, aka celebrity hypnotist Jonathan Royle, is due for release in early 2025.